Your eyes, so you center in more, and again, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a long breath in, filling up the lungs all the way to capacity, and then take a longer exhale, letting all that air and more out, totally emptying your lungs, clearing out your lung fields. And then let the hands come down after that, and then bring them up above the head and look up. The head goes back and you're staring at your thumbs. And exhale them down. Let your gaze follow the thumbs all the way down. Again, inhale, the head comes back. And exhale, following it down. Press the fingers together. Press out and up. Reach up with the right. Reach up with the left. Flip the hands over and bring it down right under the chin. Gently pressing the head back. And then bring the elbows together and exhale them out. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Let the hands rest on the head. Just rest as the chin comes to the chest. Don't push, so my hands are just really sitting here. And then I'm going to turn my head to the left and back, and turn it to the right and back. And then let your hands come down. Right arm comes across the chest, left arm pulls it in, stretching out the shoulder as well as the arm. Let it go down and inhale them both up. This time the left arm will come across and the right arm pulls it in. Bring the arms up, temple mudra. Both fingers point up. Inhale up, lengthen, grow taller, and exhale over to the right. Stiff after the holidays, so go gently on yourself. Inhaling up and exhale over. Bringing yourself up. Take the hands behind the head, stretch out, and let's swan dive all the way down. Maybe touch the mat, maybe not, but head is down. And then come up to a flat spine here. Bring the arms out to support your back and inhale back up and down. Once more for the hamstrings. Inhaling up. Exhale. Dive off into the air, into your space, all the way down. Let the head drop, eyes to thighs. And then inhale up, flat back, arms out, and come back up. And down. We'll come to downward facing dog and plank. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, come down. Head down. Step back, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers. Index finger can point front or the middle finger, and the others fan out. And then roll forward, high plank, shoulders over wrists. Check that that's happening, and press back. Take 2 breaths. And again, roll forward. and press back. Walk the feet up to the hands. Let's hang over. Bring the arms out and inhale back up and down. Once again, we'll do knees, chest, and chin. So inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank. High plank here. Roll forward. Bring the knees down. Uncurl your toes. Press down all the way to the ground and come up. High cobra, you're still on your thighs. Upward facing dog, press up off of those thighs. Curl the toes under, and you're back to downward facing dog, taking 2 breaths. Let your head just fall between the biceps. And then look towards your hands, hop or step up. Head is down, come up, arms out. Inhale back up and down. Second one, same thing, knees, chest, chin. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, flat back. Hands come down, step back to plank. Roll forward, bring the knees down. Elbows back, chest, come up, press up, and back. Taking some breaths here. Let's come forward again into high plank. Bring the knees down. You're on all fours. Uncurl your toes. Press the hips all the way back to the heels. One spinal roll. Coming forward. Elbows back. Press up, baby cobra, so the elbows are bent. And then press all the way back to the heels. Take your right arm underneath for thread the needle. So this time the hips are back by the heels. Stretch out your left hand. And then left hand presses by the face. Release the right arm up and down. Once again, press all the way back, hips to heels. Left arm comes underneath. You're on your left side of your head. Hips are down. Sometimes we do thread the needle with the hips up. This time we're doing it with the hips down. And then hand next to the face. Release the left arm. Let's come back up to downward facing dog. Curling the toes under and pressing back. Pull the belly button in towards the back of the spine. And then let your gaze look to your hands where you're going and walk up, forward fold, come up, inhale, and exhale down. We'll do a regular sun salute. You can still go down on your knees if you prefer. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Exhale takes you down from plank, chaturanga, bend the elbows, pull through, and press back up. Let's take 2 breaths here. And look to your hands, tiptoe maybe, tiptoe to the hands, forward fold, come up, arms out, inhale, and exhale. Once again, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale. Exhale takes you down through chaturanga. So sometimes it's a jump, but we're still warming up. Press down, not all the way, pull through. And then come back, taking a breath here. Look towards your hands, tiger crouch. Bring those hips back. And if you'd like, take a spring. I'm not going to. Maybe a big step. Head is down, head is up. Inhale and exhale. We'll bring the knee up in front, stork. And if you want, you can stretch it out and then let it come down, or you can keep it bent. Inhale. And bring it down. I'm not set up here near a wall, but if you wanted to have your arm against a wall to help the balance, or to be against the wall, the back against the wall, that's a good idea too. This time we're going to take the leg out to the side, and if you want, you'll stretch it out. Otherwise, you can leave it in. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the leg out. And down. Don't let me rush you. You can always stop the film and then start it. Let's go side to side before taking the other leg. Inhale up. This can be your pose. Or this. And taking it to the side. Inhale. And down. Tightness in area there. All right, so I'm going to do it sideways. Let me fix the camera because we're going to go side to side here. Is that right? Maybe not. Made it worse. Okay, we'll just bring this down a little bit. So, right foot front, left foot back into warrior one. Arms are straight up. Inhaling and exhaling. And there's time enough to check your back foot that it's not rolling over, that you're on the back, lifting up the arch, making a strong foot here. And then straighten it up. Both feet face front. Hands on the hips as you come forward. And then come up to the flat back, arms out, bringing yourself back up. And the left foot is out, and you're back in warrior one on the other side. Once again, for placement, make sure you're lifting the arch of both feet and not rolling over. And then come back, and this time the toes are towards the outside as you bend and straighten. Bend, straighten once more, bend and straighten. Turn again to the right into your warrior one. Come forward. Left hand is down. And this is where, if you wanted to use your block, you would have it on the inside as you bend your leg, and the right arm is up. Right arm's up, let it go to the back and all around up front, and then let it go the other way, bringing it back up. Root down, press down to rise up. Again, both toes face front. You turn them in a little bit, and you're going to lean forward all the way down. Left hand comes under the face, right arm is up. Right arm is down, and left arm is up. Both arms come down. Pull the belly button in, bring the arms out, and hinge back up. The other side. Left foot into the warrior one. Bring both arms up, moving lymph through the body. And then let your right hand come down, block or the mat as the left arm is raised. And you're looking to the left. Bring that arm over the head and around. And then take it the opposite direction, rotating the shoulder and arm. Root down and press up. Both legs are to the side and fierce angle pose. Down and up. Goal post arms. Down and up and down and up. Once again, turn to the front into your warrior one. Hips are front. This time, right arm comes, as you bend over, the right arm is down, and you're looking to the left. If you want here, you can take that arm around the back, and maybe with the right hand, grab the wrist. If you're doing this, make sure that you're not hanging down low, but you're staying parallel to your thigh. And then release that. Hands are up. Press down through the thigh and rise up. Both legs are forward. Take your hands behind your back, intertwine, and press back. Back bend. Come back up. Left turns, right is there. Warrior one. Left hand comes down. Right arm is up. Stay here or let the arm come behind your back, helping keep the shoulders straight. And the other arm comes and takes that hand, that wrist. Stay square. When you're ready to release it, put your hand down, the other one up. Press down and come up. Once again, feet are to the side. Pressing them down, bringing the arms around. Bring the arms around. And come up. Come to the side. Once again, have your block available as you reach forward into pyramid. So I'm going to move my block so I can have my hand right there in front. And press yourself back against that invisible wall. Today we're doing a series of poses opening the body. Root down, press down, so my foot presses into the mat, so my body grows and comes back up. Once again, both toes are forward. This time, open the arms, flat back, come over, stay here, or maybe reach the toes, elbows out, and bring your head down. Lift up to a flat back, and come back up. Left foot turns out, reach out, and bring the arm down for triangle on the other side. Now you don't have to always come down to the ground or even down to your block. No matter what height you're putting it at, you don't have to do that if you don't want. You can simply be right below the knee if that's where you want your triangle to be. Remember, make the pose fit your body, not your body fitting the pose. And then coming back up, both feet are out, hands on the hips, bend a little deeper, and press yourself up. Left foot in, right foot out, face front. We're going to revolve triangle. So the left arm is front, revolve triangle. The left arm comes down onto the block, onto the mat, and you press your hips over to the left as you reach up your right arm. Coming down, press down, bring yourself up, both feet face front. Inhale the arms up. Once again, take them behind you, pull back, and bring the arms up over the head as you bow forward. Pull back with those arms, lift the heart, lift the chest, and come back up. Left foot forward, right foot back, face the front foot, right arm comes up, stretches out, and comes down to the block, to the ground, wherever you're wanting it to go as you look over your front leg. So it's revolve triangle. And then let's bring it back up. Open the legs and bend elbows. Right to left, left to right, right and left. Come back up. Turn both feet to the right for pyramid pose. Here, you can have your hands behind your back, pointing down, pointing up, or holding the elbows. All of it's to open up the front of the chest and elongate the torso. I'm going to have my prayer hands pointing up. So I inhale to lengthen, exhale, bring my torso as long over the front leg as I can. And coming back up, both legs are front, and we'll turn side to side here. Continuing the turn, left is front, right is front, and the hands, however you choose them to go. Lengthen and bow over halfway or further. Coming back up, come front, feet out, press down. And straighten. Right foot front, left, keep your hips facing front into warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, open, reverse, and then come back to warrior two. One leg in, the other out, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, reverse. And come up. toe, heel, toe, heel. We're back together. We'll come up and forward fold down. And inhale up, flat back, and come all the way up and down. Let's stand in mountain again, pressing down, evening out the breath. We're coming into downward facing dog to collapse triangle down to the ground. So let's inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up, flat back. Exhale, spread out your fingers and take your legs back. Downward facing dog. Pressing back, let your head drop. A nice chance to stretch out the neck here. Lift up the right leg all the way up. Bend it. Then roll forward, high plank. Knee to chest, knee to chin. Holding it until you flick it out to the left. Put your heel down and open up here. Coming down to the ground, it's easier to slide on the heels. My left hand is up and I'm taking it across to my right foot. Left hand comes back. Right arm comes up, over to the other. And bring it up. Bringing the left foot next to the right and over and facing front. The baby grasshopper. So I'm on my right hip. This is my left leg, take front, my right hand, foot and hand work together as if they're both arms. And then my toes are pointing also towards the front. I'll lift it up and down 2 more times. Up and down and up and down. This can be enough. Or reach in front, over to your foot, ankle, whatever you can grab, and bring it up. And then you're pressing forward. And down. Keep stepping down, turning. We've got to get back up to our downward facing dog. Let's come up. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Spread out the hands and step back. Downward facing dog. It's the left leg's turn. So you're going to lift it up. Bend it. Pull it in. And now it goes out to the right. Heel comes down, the arm is up, and you're sliding down. My right arm is up, over to the left. And the other arm to the right foot. Coming back up, bring that right leg over to the left. And then step it across and turn frontwards. So sometimes one side is easier than the other. You never know which one is easier till you try and you find out. So I've got my left hand right under the shoulder, my right foot right under my right shoulder. And what I'm doing is showing my leg where to go, lifting it up and down, and up, down, up, down. Right arm reaches for the leg or the foot, brings it up. And this might be where you want to stay. Otherwise, a little momentum, or a lot, after turkey eating, and bring yourself up. And then take it down. Now my arm walked over. It should just stay in the same spot ideally. So Don't be hard on yourself if that happens to you. This time, let's bring both legs front and forward. Fold with pointed toes. Coming up, pull your knee into the chest and up. And in and up. Flex and set it down as close to the body as you can. Sitting up, thumb down, right arm reaches, comes around, caps your leg. Maybe that right hand can grab the left. And bow your head. Release that. Step across. Both hands come to the left. Press back. And then bring them up around, and both are going to the right. Bring the leg into tree pose, seated tree. And come over your standing leg, which is the left leg. Remember to try not to bend the small of the back. You're trying to pull it out and elongate. Bring yourself up, and then this right leg is going to go back behind you, but not so much that you hurt the knee, so you can keep the foot out. It's simply the thigh that we want out to the side because we're opening up here. I should move my block for you. So I've got your thigh out. And once again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, descend. Inhale, pull the spine long and let yourself fall. And then bring yourself up. So the body's starting to loosen, which is good. There's a lot of tight fascia when we sit around and holding in everything. And when the body's tense, that affects the mind. The mind becomes tense and we build up inflammation in the body. So simplest of stretches are just as good as more complex ones. Let's pull the knee in and stretch it up. The left now. In and up. And then set it down. Oops. Reach forward, same arm as leg. The longer you reach, of course, the easier it is to get around. But if you can't go too far, just stay really top. It's like putting a little cap on the knees. Just stay as close to the top and keep the knee as close into your body so it's not a big reach. And then you have your arm back and your other one comes back, and maybe the left can grab the right, but definitely the head can bow. And then take yourself up. Step across. Open. Twist. Really open. Bring both arms to the side and keep pressing that left hip down. And then come to the other side. Bringing it up, coming to tree. So you want to exhale the knee down if possible, so it's not tense and up. And then inhale up, exhale over the right leg. Picture yourself standing up and bowing over the leg while in tree pose. And then bring yourself up. Once again, now we're going to rotate this leg. So I bring it out, I bring my knee down, and try and have it at a 90-degree angle here. If that's uncomfortable, but not ow, then just stay there and don't roll over the other leg. If it hurts, of course, come right out of it. If you're okay, let's inhale up and exhale over our standing leg. Keep your breathing even. You want your body to know this is exactly where you want to be, exactly what you want to do. And then let's come up, help your leg out, give it a shake. Reverse table so we can come into boat pose. Bringing the knees up. Fingers point towards you. And we'll lift up. And then take your seat down and lift the legs up. Once again, legs come down, hips come up. Hips come down, legs come up. Bend your legs and then straighten them out. Let's do a reverse table with straight legs. So hands again, point in. There might be the rare person that feels better with your fingers pointed outward. Most of us feel a little better with them pointed in. Lifting up, inhaling up. And exhale down. Flex and point. Flex so you don't get any cramps in your legs, and then come over. Let's come onto the back. There was one thing I wanted to do before that. So let's have our feet round angle pose here. Hands can just be behind you and bring the knees up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Inhale and exhale. If you're feeling this a lot in your hip flexors in an uncomfortable way, you can put your feet together a little bit apart, put your knees together, and then walk the feet out and press from the hip flexors. That's that, where the top of the leg connects with the rest of the body, and press down, loosening all the skin there. So press, massaging down for your hip flexors. Otherwise, let's move on. So we've done that. Put your hands underneath your calves. Straight spine. And exhale, even a little bit over. And then come up. Round the back, top of your head down. And come up. Walk the right hand under as much as you can. Now, if you can't get it under, that's okay. You can even come over onto the right hip and bring up that left leg if necessary. I want you to have the feeling of getting that hand underneath. And then come back up. Oops. And we'll do the other. Walking that left one, the forearm down, whatever you need to try and get it there. So you can roll over onto that side. You can bring up the knee. And then come up. Let's pull that right leg out and in. And then the left out and in. Both hands come under. If you can walk them a little bit under. And walk your feet back. As long as you're under your elbow, maybe let them just come up. Just a starter here of lifting up. Cross, cross. And let them come down. But now we're coming onto our back. And we can briefly do the sciatic stretch. We've opened up the hips, but it's nice to always put this in. My right knee is out. I'm lifting in through the left, pulling it all into my chest. And then put your left foot down. Straighten out the left leg, step on the left thigh, and let that knee fall over to the left as you look to the right. Just a final wringing out of the body at the end of our session. And then come back. One thing with watching it later is you can take more time doing any of these poses and hold them longer. Preferably, it'd be nice if you held them for 5 breaths, everything that we've done. And then the left just comes up, ankle over knee, pulling it in. Stretch out that right leg, left steps on the thigh, arms are out, roll on your right hip, keep your shoulders down, and look to the left. And it's almost our time to end, so take just one moment to straighten out the spine, let the body lie here. Take a long breath in, and a longer breath out. Bring your knees in to flatten the spine, and turn to the left if you're doing this in the evening, or to the right if you're doing it in the daytime. To come up, back to your seated position with your legs folded. Pulling the hands in. Take this moment to thank yourself, appreciate yourself. Honor your body, honor yourself, and honor those around you. From the divine in me to the divine in you. Namaste. See you next time.